Swan.
What was that English? Constatatu?
Yeah! That's Irish for how are you? So that's,
Let's do one more since we have the light. Go ahead, honey.
Hi, my name is Jane Marie. My question is for Jennifer, and I wanted to know what your reaction to the season 4 finale was.
Yeah, I'm really excited as an actor to be able to start season 5 of a show doing something brand new is so exciting. And I've been so enjoying playing Emma and everything that's come along with it. But now I get to sort of try something totally new and different and get to have the fun that these guys have been having. That, you know, there is some fun to the villainy. And I've spent the whole hiatus kind of digging up my thoughts about it and figuring out what I want to do with it. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I think it's a really great thing. And I think that also, you know, Emma went through a lot in her life. And she had a tough childhood, and she's had to overcome a lot of things, and she's always tried to be the bigger person, and she's tried to be the good person, and now that she's tethered to the darkness, she's sort of free of that. And I think that in that space, she's going to face some of the darkness in herself and figure out what that means and figure out how to truly overcome it instead of just repress it. So I'm excited to see where this journey takes her.
I think this is a great time to segue into the dark elephant in the room, the swaniness of it all, the dark swaniness of it. You guys,
would you guys like to take a look at Emma? Let's do it. Can we show you? Okay.
look here, y'all.
For directing that, and everyone up in Vancouver, Steve, we couldn't, and our cast, our crew up there, we couldn't do it without you.
Amen. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I had to resist every black person urge I have, because not all of us, but some of us talk back to the screen. Not all of us. This one does. And I wanted to tell you not to go in there. I wanted to say, my brother, don't go in. Okay, I'm done. I'm very disturbed, and Jennifer, now I'm afraid of you. Okay. I want to ask this question of the lovely Jennifer, who scared the crap out of me a second ago. In my opinion, I felt that Emma sacrificed herself for Regina. I felt this entire season was a great pairing of you two in various ways. I felt like a friendship was truly formed, a love was truly formed. You guys actually care about each other. And I felt like in that moment, you gave up everything for Regina. But you have some other thoughts about it as well in that moment when she came.
I think that if Regina were the only person in danger, she would still have made the same choice. But from a storytelling perspective, I think it's also important for people to know that the darkness was threatening the entire town.
Right.
Although I think she, you know, with the friendship that they have formed at this point, and as much as she's seen Regina go through, she would absolutely have made that choice either way. You know, she had to make a split-second decision, knowing that if that darkness wasn't tethered to one being, that it was going to consume everyone in town.
Right.
Everyone would have been lost to it. So, so it is sort of twofold.
Twofold. Okay, I want to go back to Eddie and Adam. Hi, guys. If I told you I love you lately, I love you both. I do. Has the 100th episode been planned yet? And if so, what do you have in store? I didn't say I loved you to get scoop. I just feel like we deserve some scoop.
Well, I mean, all we can really say right now is we want to make it very special, and we're planning to have the 100th episode be our spring premiere. So, you know, we're hard at work at not telling you anything right now.
But we're very proud that we are entering our 5th season.
Yes.
And we are approaching the 100th episode. And for a show that everyone predicted to be canceled first, I feel it is a testament to you, Monster. So give yourself
is for Eddie and Adam. As someone who's made lifelong friends through the fandom, what do you think it is about this show in particular that makes these strangers into a family?
That's really wonderful to hear. You know, I don't know. It's like it is magic to see you guys and to see this fandom. It blows our mind every time.
I think that this is a show for believers and people who want to believe, and I think that it united a lot of people who are tired of cynicism and believe in magic.
Yeah.
And I hope it did bring you all together, and I hope you make lifelong friends, because I think the reason that we created the show was to add a little hope to the world in any way we could.
This question is for Jennifer Goodman. She's amazing. We all love her hair. Okay, this is not a question so much as a kudos. When you had to channel Regina, and you know that scene, you guys, when she's speaking, right? That is some of the most amazing lip syncing I have ever heard, and I believe there's some information you want to tell us about how that scene came together.
It was it's a bit of a trick. Lana actually gave me a recording of how she was going to perform it later. So I imitated her on camera, and then by listening to something on my phone, and then she went back and did what we call ADR, which is the voiceover done after the fact, and she lip-synced her own voice back to my lips.
And I have a tip. When I did my little small cameo, which I loved, as Ursula, Lana had already been Ursula. She had already done her scenes. And so I ran into her randomly at a party and I said, hey, how did you do it? And then I mimicked her as my voice of Ursula. So we all just want to be Lana Maria. This is a question for Robert. Hi, Robert.
Hi.
You recently directed The Legend of Barney Thompson. It was your feature film debut. Your directorial debut. Is there any chance you direct an episode of Once Upon a Time?
Well, I guess that's a question for Adam and Eddie, but they have to see the film yet, so I don't know.
It's been getting great reviews. Don't even try it. Don't try it.
I don't know, I enjoyed my experience directing it. It's something that's sort of been on the horizon for me for quite a long time. But directing television is a far different thing from directing film. I think you find that television is a producer's medium, which is a different thing from film, which is a director's medium. So it would really have to go through an awful lot of different people before it came down to me. But I don't know, they need to ask.
This one is a question, it's for Emily, but I don't know if this is something you can even answer. It's a question about when she was at the well talking to Rumpel. How in control was Belle, or was she doing Regina's bidding the entire time? Can you answer as an actress what you knew, or?
Yeah, I love that scene. Thanks, guys.
It's a great scene.
Yeah, you know, she basically was under Regina's
The entire
control.
time.
You know, there's still, from my perspective and how I played it, that there's still an element of who Belle is as a person there. Obviously, she's still there, and it's not somebody that's completely taken over her body in any respect, but yeah, you know, still not able to vocalize exactly how she would deal with that situation, let's put it that way, so not terribly in control.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Sean McGuire.
Yes?
He's gotten himself into a bit of a pickle. I've been a fan of his since Eve, by the way. It was a sitcom he did. Yeah, y'all know. UPN, it's long gone. He's in a situation now with Regina and Selena, and I found Robin Hood to be a very honorable man. So what is the honorable decision in this? He's got a baby coming.
Well,
He's in love.
I think it is complicated, and I think that, you know, when you have a situation like this, the best way to deal with it is to go on a show like Maury Povich. Him figure it out for you, because then you can just sit back and go, I like them both. No, I think he's in love with Regina, and you know, I got a lot of flack, or Robin Hood got a lot of flack for impregnating Selena, but he didn't know he was impregnating Selena. He thought it was his wife. He was trying to do the right thing and trying to be honourable.
Right.
Even though he was in love with Regina, he thought, oh, I'm in this new world, I'll be with my wife, I'll do the right thing, and then turned out it was her. So it's caused a lot of problems, but I figure a nice.
By the way, thanks for spoiling the Maury Povich.
Oh, sorry. I tipped it, didn't I? Sorry. But no, I think he's like any decent person. He's trying to do the right thing, but life is messy and complicated, so he'll just have to follow his heart.
All right, and speaking of following their heart, Regina has to now make some decisions because her sister's back and the baby's on the way and it's not her baby and she can't have babies. Or can she have babies? Can she have babies? Can she reverse it? Can she have babies? I'm looking at you guys. Can she have babies? Perhaps, maybe? Okay, back to mine. I know! I want a little baby Regina. Okay.
See, maybe a potion can change that.
Yes. What I love about this season for Regina is that ultimately she found out that her happiness has to be found within. It's not a person, it's not a place, it's not a situation. It's right, come on. It's her realizing that it has to be found within, and she's turning around all this different programming. So, in a certain way, Robin was there for some of that, but I think it's more than that made her flip that switch. In your mind, what was it that made Regina go, no, this is what it is. This is what a happy ending is for me.
I mean, I think it was an evolution. It happened over the course of the seasons. This change, I think Emma had a huge influence on her. I think Henry predominantly had the biggest influence. The fear of losing her son is really what prompted her to take a look at herself and start changing. Like Regina says, Robin's just a part of her happiness, but he isn't what really, I mean, he makes her happy, but I think it's that self-growth and, taking a look at oneself and really trying to do the right thing and then reaping the benefits of that. And the outcome for doing the right thing, what she receives is love and friendships and family, and so it's kind of a no-brainer. But it's really because of the family that she's inherited that I think has made a massive influence and change.
Speaking of family, Henry, I know, isn't that right? Jared's great. Okay, he snapped the quill. He became the new author, and then he snapped the quill. And the apprentice still said, we've made the right choice, meaning he was still the author, even though he snapped the quill. So my question is he going to blog the story now? Is it internet? How are we going to get our stories?
That's an excellent question.
Thank you.
I don't think he thought that through. Henry was making a heroic gesture, and he decided to do the right thing, and I'm sure that won't come back to haunt him.
He's not going to regret that at some point.
No, nothing will happen this season that will make him regret that. I think he's going to text the story. Or tweet it. We're going to tell him how many?
140?
140. Yeah.
I'm going to keep asking this question every year. And if you want me to stop asking this question, you either need to do it or stop adding musical people to the cast. Musical episode. Look, man. Look at these people, they want it. Josh, there's so many musical people. Their voices don't act as they do. They can sing. Everybody up here can sing. Come on.
You guys want to sing someday?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It would be great to do a musical episode. I don't know really even where to begin. Does anyone have any songs?
Are there any
songwriters out there? It's beginning to look a lot like A Dark Curse Is Coming would be, I think, what we would open with. And then go, it's time for Grammys.
Smoke would be a good title.
I have a quick Camelot question. Does this exist at the same time that Killian was in the Royal Army, Navy? Ooh,
Camelot's going to exist in a, Adam, why don't you answer that because I don't know how to say it.
Camelot exists in a parallel timeline and everything. So it's existed, and how we portray it and show you, you'll see that it's existed long ago, short ago, present ago, and maybe in the future.
Okay.
But yes, it may have coexisted with that time period.
Okay, and this is another question I got on Twitter from a lot of people. Is there an illustrator of the storybook?
Illustrator.
You guys, look, there's pictures. It's not just words, it's pictures too. Isaac didn't look like he was...
This year, the search for the sketch artist is on.
Send your resume.
Good question. We gotta look into the illustrator.
I want to ask this question for Jenny and Josh. This is a quick one. We're gonna do this quick. How has being parents in real life changed how your parents on Once Upon a Time? Go. You didn't hear me, Josh?
They're so tired they don't understand the question.
Honestly. It changes everything. It changes how you think about everything. Literally everything. The world, what you do.
See your heartbeat outside of your body. It changes the stakes, I feel. I mean, I don't have to imagine anything now. Any threat to Emma and I have a full-blown panic attack just as we're all over there.
There's a couple of housekeeping things I want to do. First of all, I want to tell you that those of you in Florida, in Lake Buena Vista, Florida, Mr. Gold's pawnbroker antiquities dealer storefront display is open at Disney's Hollywood Studios. That's the first thing. Second, we did not get a lot of questions in from the audience, and I'm sorry, but there was a reason I didn't pick a lot, and the reason is this. The next 10 people that were in line are getting tickets to the signing. So I didn't call you because I wanted you to get to meet them. Now you love me. Now you love me. And I wanted to, you guys wanted to say one more thing.
Yeah, there's one more thing we want to show you. So it's a little bit of a surprise, we hope, and we hope you enjoy it. It's a little peek at something we're going to be doing in season 5. And thank you all for coming.
Thanks for coming, you guys.